Imagine this. You're standing in front of her again. Voices rise. Your heart races. Something heavy tightens in your chest. You just want her to understand, but every word only pulls you further apart. And suddenly, you realize you're not fighting with her. You're fighting with your own shadow. Because every conflict with her is a reflection of yourself. Your fears, your habits, your inner chaos. All your life, they told you that arguments are about proving who's right. But that's a lie. The real essence of conflict isn't about truth. It's about energy, power, the illusion of control. You think you're defending yourself, but in truth, you're defending your illusion. Here's the old idea we'll destroy today. If you're right, you win. No. In a relationship, the one who seeks to win has already lost. Because a woman isn't seeking your correctness. She's seeking your depth. She's testing whether you can stay grounded when your world trembles. It's not manipulation. It's biology, psychology, instinct. When you argue, you lose your center. When you listen, you become the anchor. This is the first insight, the frame of calm. The one who controls emotion controls the direction of the conversation. Psychology calls it emotional regulation. But on the streets, it's inner strength. You breathe deeper. You speak softer. And in that moment, you set the tone of reality itself. She may raise her voice, throw words like knives. But if you don't react with fear, you turn from an opponent into a mystery. Because to the female mind, an unshaken man is magnetic. Not because he dominates, but because he's stable. Second insight. Energy not against, but through. Most men waste energy resisting a woman's emotions. But true power lies not in resistance, but in conductivity. When she explodes, don't shut down. Let the wave pass through you. Let it dissolve into your calm. That's not passivity. That's mastery. The psychology of attraction runs on polarity, tension, and stillness. You are the eye of the storm. You don't stop it. You are its center. Third insight. Don't prove, guide. A woman doesn't want a lecture. She feels energy, not logic. When you explain, you disconnect. When you guide, you build trust. Say less, but mean more. Look deeper, but softer. Sometimes a calm, I hear you breaks a wall 100 arguments never could. Fourth insight. The frame of value. You don't prove your worth. You radiate it. Psychology calls it non-aggressive assertiveness. It's the quiet certainty of knowing. I don't need to win to be strong. And then, tension in the argument fades. Because there's no threat. Only the flow of connection, where you lead not with words, but with presence. Fifth insight. Consciousness over reaction. Most conflicts aren't between people. They're between their unconscious habits. She reacts out of fear of being misunderstood. You, out of fear of losing control. And suddenly, two child minds run two adult bodies. But when you become aware of it, the cycle breaks. You stop being a character in the drama. You become the observer, the director, the writer of the scene. That's the highest level of relationship psychology. When you stop playing reaction and start playing awareness. In those moments, your mind becomes your ally. The brain is no longer the enemy or hostage of emotion. It's a tool of clarity. You stop seeing a fight with a woman. You start seeing energy asking to be understood. And you choose not battle, but understanding. Not victory, but presence. Not proof, but connection. In that moment, she feels it. She's not standing before a boy. She's standing before a man. A man who doesn't lose himself in emotional storms. Who sees beyond words. Who doesn't run from tension. He lives through it. It's not about being calm all the time. It's about being conscious in any storm. Because in the end, relationships aren't a battlefield. They're a mirror where you meet yourself. And every time you choose understanding over argument, you move closer to your true self. The irony is, the less you fight for power, the more powerful you become. When you stop proving, she starts believing. When you stop arguing, she starts listening. And when you simply stay true to yourself, the relationship becomes a space of strength, not fear. That's the psychology of maturity. Don't avoid conflict, transform it. Because every argument is an invitation to awareness. Not hers, yours. And once you understand that, you'll never fight with a woman again. Because you're no longer fighting her. You're dancing with her. And the dance will always be more beautiful than the war. Remember this. Power isn't about controlling a woman. Power is about mastering yourself. And when you master yourself, Everything else flows without resistance. That's your secret to conflict-free relationships. Don't win. Be present. Don't argue. Listen. Don't control. Let. And when the next storm comes, smile. Because now you know who you are. Conflict no longer destroys you. It reveals you. Because the man who stopped fighting finally became free. Freedom doesn't begin when everything is calm. It begins when you are calm in the chaos. Let this be your rule, your philosophy, your silence amid the noise. Because only the one who knows how not to argue knows how to truly love. The end.